Summertime. Så du min, og jeg vild med dig. Summertime. Honey, honey, solen danser, du og jeg. Hver evig.
So, welcome to another week. This is your modern shaman Maria and RainbowLand here with the weekly collective forecast for the week starting at the 17th to the 24th of July. So, I chose red today. These are my favorite glasses. I bought them like 4 years ago. And I remember that the person I was in the store with, I'm sorry I have something on my teeth, said, these are absolutely the ugliest glasses in the store. And of course I had to buy them because they're heart-shaped-ish. So yeah, this is a part of my new collection. That's why I'm wearing it. This is also because we have the sun entering into Leo this week, at the end of the week. It's entering in there on the 23rd, the day of my dog's birthday. And that's when we are jumping on stage, allowing ourselves to be seen as who we are. But first, we have other things going on. I cannot show this to the camera as I wanted to yet because I didn't have the film on, but this is the planets this week. We have the moon over here moving through. I'm going to point a little bit towards it, but in case you cannot see it, then just hear what I'm saying. First of all, I hope that your transition of the partial solar eclipse last week went all right, and that you didn't fall into the trap of going down into a hole and getting too scared or depressed or anything where you couldn't control your feelings and just spiraled in any way. I hope that you have realized that what the difficulties and challenges that your soul on a higher level set up for yourself, people you attracted through the law of attraction, and what they had to teach you, entered your system in a way where you were actually able to see, this is how I can change to the better. So, or maybe it was just like letting go of something, saying goodbye to something, but be aware of that. I'm going to say in every report that we are responsible for what's going on in our lives. I know this has always provoked so many people, because it's not my fault that he's yelling at me. It's not my fault that she's a bitch. It's not my fault that my father was blah, blah, blah. But if you stop victimizing and start seeing, if it was your higher self who planned your destiny, why would it have done so? Because then you can resolve it. Yay! Then you can see, why am I attracting this that I'm reacting to? Because the funny thing is that the moment you get over and past the inner issue that makes you react, you no longer react to it and you are fine with it, Like, let's say jealousy, for example. Let's say that emotionally you have been experiencing jealousy because your girlfriend or boyfriend, co-worker is the hottest thing in town. This is her fault or his fault, the co-worker. It's your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife's fault. Or something inside of you that are not sure that you are good enough for your man or woman to stay with you, or something else. The minute you resolve the issue and you make peace with whatever it is, I know this might be a tricky one for some people to get, but it's just an example. Then you don't react. People that react strongly to feminist women who says, "Oh, power to the whatever," probably have some issue from their childhood or whatever. People who are like for me, I'm not feminist at all. My mom and dad they were always equal, so there was nothing like that. So I don't react to feminism or to anti-feminism, So, but then I have other things I react to. So notice what you react to. What makes you trigger? That's where life is showing you. this is what you need to work with. And then you can dig into it and dig deeper into finding out why, instead of being a bitch. Because bitch goddess, Black Moon Lilith, here we have Capricorn in the top of the chart, is in the beginning of this week in opposition to the sun down there in Cancer. So this is between the 4th and the 10th house in the collective horoscope. So this is something between your home and the career life, or structural people, you know, someone from within the government or the structural society, someone who has a higher authority position or something, being a bitch towards you and threatening your personal life and feelings, or your personal feelings, or vice versa, you are being the bitch goddess. Black Moon Lilith is known to be the bitch goddess, but it's more like, now that I'm talking about feminism, allowing that part of ourselves that has been suppressed, that didn't release the anger and the frustration, to just let the inner, I hate it when you're out, you know. But again, remember that it's a lesson for you to learn, so that you don't smash people in your surroundings by hard words. So just remember to be careful of how you put things, how you may come through to others. And in general, since we still have Uranus here in Taurus, in the beginning of Taurus, it's not exact at all, but it is squaring by sign Saturn up here. And Saturn is retrograding towards it, so it's active, and this means that sudden things can happen. That you are driving your car and suddenly a car comes in front of you and you smash. You are driving with your daughter on the back of your bicycle and suddenly a bird flies in before you and you tilt. You are not careful with your words and suddenly you say something you didn't mean. You know, anything where you have a little caution, because this is the last week of the sun in the last degrees of Cancer, and here we are super sensitive. The very last degrees of Cancer is the degrees that are potential depression and feeling down, but it's also any last critical degree of a sign is also the potential of actually mastering this sign if you really are able to. I have my Jupiter at 29.3 degrees or something like that, 0.34, I don't remember exactly, in Cancer. So I was born with this, but in a grand trine, so to Mercury and Uranus. So actually, personally, I succumb it, but I know this degree to the point, because you have to be really aware of your personal emotional feelings and be respectful of them and listen to what they have to tell you, so that you respect when they are not feeling good, you leave. When something feels wrong, you listen to the feelings about it, and you respect that you're sad about something. You don't say, no, I'm a man and I'm not supposed to, oh, I'm sorry, I'm beating the microphone. I'm not supposed to feel like this, so now I'll just suppress the feelings and they go down into the basement, being your stomach. Not a good idea. That was bitch goddess. Then we have two other things going on this week. We have Venus in Earth in a sextile to Jupiter in Scorpio. So what is Virgo? Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo is actually Venus being in a sign that it doesn't really like to be in. Because in opposition to Virgo we have Pisces, and this is where Venus is in exaltation. Venus loves beauty, it loves to just have a good time and enjoy itself, taste life, listen to the music, taste the beautiful food, be with good people that nurtures you and touch and gives you a massage, etc. But okay, you can get a massage in Virgo because it wants to heal you and get things out. But in Virgo, it's nitty-gritty stuff that needs to be done, work that we need to do, and it's practical things, down to earth matters. But it is also healing of the body. And since it's making a sextile to Jupiter, two benefics. The last two to be moving forward full speed, actually, because we have Uranus moving backwards, and then we have Uranus moving backwards, and then we have Mercury moving backwards, Uranus is moving retrograde on the 8th of August, and Mercury on the 26th of July. So they're not moving as fast as those two. So they are really important players on this chart now. So Jupiter up there in Scorpio, it wants to go dig deep. It wants to be serious about really now it's moving forward finally. So, you know, that happened last week that it changed direction. So now it's kind of like, yeah, let's move on to these things that it feels so passionately about. And it has been digging deeper. And here in Virgo, Venus wants to see some structural changes and some manifesting and harvesting of what we've done, also in our relationships on a deeper level. It wants to dig deep into the things we have been working with and manifest the ideas that we got here in Leo in a realistic way. And we have to remember that these three Earth signs are very dominant. The grand trine in Earth is still active, just as this is the last week of the grand trine in water. If we say that, okay, it's a sign trine, and it's we don't have to have the exact degrees, because just when it's in the same signs, they are activated at some degree. Of course, when the same degree is reached, it's the most powerful. But we still have a grand water and a grand earth sign, but now a trine. So these two are activated through their connection again. So with a grand trine in Earth, it's about having a structure, having a physical plan of your ideas. We're not just up in the air where we are thinking about it, planning the future, blah, blah. No, now it has to be concrete. You get things done. You don't just get the ideas, you actually make them concrete and in reality. And if it's just an idea that's not it's not possible to physically manifest or realize, realisere in Danish, that's not the right word in English, then it's just not gonna work. Because Saturn is here and he's very strong, he's at home, he's saying, so, show me what you are made of. I mean, can you do it? If you're not able to do it, then you can dream. The grand trine here with Neptune, as much as you want, Saturn is going to win that battle, because Neptune, Neptune over here in Pisces wants to escape. It wants to just check out, you know, and maybe even suicide can be on the table, or death. Don't worry. This is only going to happen to a very few, and I strongly advise you not to do it if you're someone watching this. Karmically, suicide is taking a life that was given to you, is by far one of the worst things you can do. There's always a way out, there's always help to get. If you have the thought at all, then I will give you a free reading. Write to me immediately. You know, or if you have a friend that wants to kill themselves, or someone you have a feeling, I give them a free reading immediately. So this is the balance between that. A lot of work has to be done, because it's work down here, it's work up here, it's the work, Venus in Virgo, it's work, and Saturn and the bitch goddess and Pluto up there in Capricorn, it's work, it's getting things done, getting them manifested, but in accordance to your feelings, your deeper feelings, your deep and strong desires, and your dreams. But remember to stay on the positive side. Have a harmony. I mean, you have to find the assertiveness. And you're also sensitive. So shield your energy. Remember to not let people, you know, overstep your boundaries so that you can't emotionally handle it, because something is triggered in you emotionally. If so, then see the innocence in the other person, because what we give is what we get. What you give comes back to you. So if you forgive someone by seeing the innocent side instead of listening to their BS, for example, then you will be forgiven in another situation. It's a very important thing. And then you can be receptive of maybe the idea that you're getting, so that you are capable of taking a leap of faith into this thing with assertiveness that you want to manifest in this life. The thing that has a structure, has a plan. Because in the material world, we need to always find a balance, also up here in Capricorn, between not desiring power, not desiring having, I mean, of course you can desire that power. Is also the Scorpio, but we have the Pluto up here in Capricorn. I'm not saying that if this is your, I mean, what do I know? If it's something that you need to live through as a soul on earth, be my guest. I'm just saying that there's always a chance of tipping to one side or the other when you're manifesting things physically in the material world, of getting too material, of getting attached, getting addicted, of wanting just for wanting, you know, that's also some sort of addiction. And Jupiter in Scorpio, we desire it so strongly that we need to be heart-centered. We need to remember to see our own innocence as well. There was something else I wanted to say. Again, that what you worry about, if you worry about something, it's the same as a prayer. Let's say that there was actually someone you could call, say, oh dear Lord, this, maybe some of you say that, dear Lord, please don't make my child hurt, I'm so afraid my child is hurting. Imagine that then you're tuning into the energy of hurting child. You actually feel that your child is hurting, or your best friend is hurting, or whatever you're scared of is an energy of fear of something bad. Imagine that no one hears the word, please don't. It's just an energy you send out of child hurting, friend hurting, you know, exam going bad. Please don't make my exam go bad. I'm afraid my exam will go bad. Remember that a prayer is more like an energy you send out without words. It's your whole system sending something out. Then it's attracting this that you're afraid of. So you have to remember to stay grounded, stay centered, and be realistic about things, and don't let yourself go down a roller coaster with your feelings. Because we also have a quarter square of the moon, first quarter square of the moon this week. And this is happening between Libra and the 4th house, the 7th and the 4th house, between Libra and Cancer. And this is going to reactivate the eclipse, and whatever theme from last week is going to be reactivated again, this time only by a relationship issue. Someone you are relating to, a partner-wise, business partner, a marital partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, person that will reflect this and bring it up in you again. Then remember, be responsible for your own feelings, and try to figure out the why, so that you can get to check it off your checklist, because you now recognize and notice the signs. Oh, it's actually the same sign I'm getting from different people, from different situations. This is what I'm not doing the right way. If I start doing like this, and remember it takes practice sometimes, so be forgiving of yourself, then the universe might stop sending people in to reflect myself back, so that I can see and I can break free of this old pattern that I have. I said something wrong. Uranus is squaring Mars nearly. I think I said Saturn. Uranus is nearly making a trine to Saturn. Either way, Uranus is going to make some different, got the light over here. Uranus is going to make some different breakthroughs, or possibly it makes some breakdowns and thereby breakthroughs. It can give us some very, very good gifts of ascension. So Uranus is always going for wherever tension is and resolving it. So you can be sure that if sudden changes happen, sudden events occur, and you get a shock and you don't feel good about it, it's Uranus spotting a tension that probably needed to be spotted. So one of the biggest things this week, I would say, after we are finishing up in Cancer with the Sun in Cancer, is that we are changing into fire. We are getting the sun back to its home sign, Leo. Wow. So this means that on the 23rd of August, we're having a major shift in the sun and identity energy, how we kind of feel that we are driven, like what we want to do. And in Leo, we want to start something where we are risk-taking, we dare to go into something with our whole heart, wholeheartedly, warm-heartedly, generously, creatively, you know, ready to take on the stage and, you know, just take it away in a much more passionate way. I wouldn't say that Cancer isn't passionate, because it has also been forming great aspects to its sister sign Scorpio and its grand trine over there. I'm sorry, in Pisces, Neptune. So we're coming from something, but another kind of emotional passion, you know. Now it's a drive, you know. It's a push forward, and it's the sun, it's at home, so you feel like I mean, the sun in Cancer, the sun is actually also said to be a co-ruler of Cancer. Not because of some ancient old saying, but because of many astrologers that I know, very good ones. My uncle and my aunt and the top astrology section of Denmark have tested this for many years. I have done too, but they have like many years of experience. Often when you do the horary charts concerning something with Cancer and the sun, you can see that it's co-ruling in some way. So it has also been at home in Cancer with a complete other energy also, because it was opposite Pluto, Saturn and Black Moon Lilith. And now, of course, it's going to be opposite Mars. But that's a whole nother story. We won't take that just yet. It moves into Leo, and here it will be King Kong King Kongs. I don't know how do you say King Kongs in Danish. King Kongsing Uranus also. So it's going to be interesting to see which gift comes with this transit. This was the collective report for this week. Now, if this is the first report you see, I recommend that you go in and watch the personal sun signs. I make each and every one of your sun signs, so if you go in and watch them, you'll get a deeper understanding of what this means for your personal sign. This week is my last week in Tokyo, so and for now I live here, but I will be back in Denmark and Sweden, and this I will be for at least a month, so you'll get the report from different places. Now there's a little bit of footage from Tokyo. So thank you for watching, and remember, don't follow trends, follow your heart.
There is this angel singing, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said. You've got to lift yourself up, try again. One day you will break through. What you long for will find you. Better days were hard to find. Listen, mener jeg er